will find out, well, who is a hell of a lot richer. Let's get into it. Game number one. Who will come out on top? Remember, Victory Royale. You win this game, you automatically win $25,000. But let's be honest, everyone here is already a winner this week.
And you see in the bottom right, we're going to rotate through a number of top performers from the previous qualifiers just to take a look at where everybody's dropping. The map already getting a pretty solid spread. You got a lot of players. I mean, this is a bus straight across the middle, basically, which means everywhere is eligible. Snobby Shores, you see players dropping outside over the coast again to try and get as low as possible.
Ooh, Tilted. Tilted's actually very light landing, only four players.
One is rotating in from Shifty, actually completely unoccupied. I would almost, you see one is cutting back over the river, potentially seeing nobody else is going there, saying, okay, I'll gladly take all the loot. Let's go get as many as we can.
There's Tempo and Snobby. No surprise there. Morgoss had some crazy scenarios in his day of playing. If you remember, so low HP, was able to get some elims when you thought it wasn't possible. 99 players in this lobby. And no surprise here, Aiden is in Tilted. The man who surprised so many people, said the other day was arguably the best day of his life. And look at Nick Merckx, already tagged up and weak and Tilted. We'll keep an eye on him later on, but this is in Viking Village. Saf going up against Cryo. Cryo, if you remember last night, won a coin flip to make it on in today.
We'll have to see here up against Ghost. Saf is an excellent player, very, very good at quick reactions and quick edits, and Cryo hopefully can take advantage of his coin flip. Does not make it out the first game here. Viking Village.
He's just waiting. It looks like there's an engagement about to go down. Bartonologist peek in the corner. Hasn't jumped out yet.
Well, he's got it.
That blue submachine gun, though, can absolutely shred this early on. He does have a health disadvantage at the moment. Trying to break on in. Maybe get a sight line of his opponent down low. Is he hiding into the pyramid? He is. He uses that time to pop under their shield, it appears. As now you've got to think Jack has a ton of health advantage and gets the hip-fired spread. Beautifully done from him. Yeah, he popped a big shield to go to 200 HP. And that's when it's kind of out of reach for Bartonologist.
It looked like it took just a couple crits there with the AR midair on his opponent, Bartonologist. Now this is the fight. I saw the elimination of the feed, but here's Posey going down to Liquid Poach up here. Ooh, a quick midair burst. The only weapon Poach was sitting on, a gray burst, and that was enough.
Now just north of Flush Factory, you see Takada looking for where exactly Snood could be. Very low on materials. At least he's quite healthy at 175 HP. Snood had a major disadvantage there.
Which materials you almost choose over anything else.
Turkey Lips, who led day one with eliminations of the qualifiers, looks like he hasn't skipped a beat.
Catches Trouble was X's off guard there through the doorway. Looks like Jay Cuddy's trying to bait with the trap here. Somebody must be in the area. World's Best Gaming's Unicorn rotating around the outside. I think I saw him yesterday wearing actually like a rainbow sweatshirt. It's pretty cool.
Nobody with 2 elims yet. And again, to set the tone for just how crazy these games are, how different they are from what you're used to playing at home. There is still 78 players left in the lobby, and the first zone is about to begin to push. That was Punisher cutting down his opponent there. But yeah, look at that, Lupo. I mean, at home, right? You probably have, what, 35 players left at this point? Maybe 30? 78. I think players are taking the passive route for this start to today.
Now, there's a high number of players that have 1 elimination. Nobody right now has 2 currently. Horrify goes down to Mac from Soar. The accuracy on the shotgun shots from a lot of these players today looks fantastic, which means it's gonna come down to who makes a mistake first.
Goodness. Look at the ramp block from Aiden onto Crunch. He blocks the rocket, it damages Crunch, and then he follows up with the elim there. Aiden still in a good spot. Nick Merckx still alive. These two last night phase of the 4 games. Phase won 3 of them. This was actually Tyler's in an engagement with Painful PvP, and right now Painful looks like he had all the advantage, and yeah, he did. Tyler's down early. Our kind of outspoken player from yesterday unfortunately drops here early in game 1.
Now there's still 5 games left for these players, even after this one has been completed. So a bad game or two, it doesn't spell the end.
Is this Nick versus Aiden? Is this Nick versus Aiden?
Shot to Nick Merckx goes down. Aiden says, "Welcome to Tilted."
And there, oh, Aiden letting him know.
I gotta say it, hi Twitter.
That honestly. Right there, folks, is what it's all about. Aiden, knowing the reputation of Nick Merckx. Nick now seeing a new controller player trying to claim his tilted area. And, well, I feel like that's a battle we're going to see a lot today, Lupo.
He has a bounce pad. I would expect him to kind of have it out. Aiden has just claimed Tilted Towers as his own. Takes out.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Ecstatic.
There are about 15 players at least who have won a limb in this game. Aiden, the only one at 3, has earned our first point today.
Monstrous. Jay Cuddy actually has 2, but still Aiden, the only one. You see the board there. Only one with 3. The only player with a single. Aiden actually just picked up his 4th elimination, which puts him 1 away from a second point.
I mean, can this man be stopped?
The engagement down here, though. He's trying to drop the structure down. Looking, you see that you can even hear the fall damage right there. That should be a cue.
He caught on the 1 layer of a ramp, though, which kept the high ground for his opponent. And now Marcides knows just how tough of a situation he's in. Trying to get the quick edit to peek on out. Can't get the structure shut down in time. He's wearing a great shirt, though, so I'll give him that. Either way, Punisher with the elim.
Style matters, but the points are everything, Courage. Unicorn, Sakairos, very small. They're 2 floors away from each other. This is Aiden's 4th elimination earlier. A rotation in and lasers. Absolutely lasers. That gold AR is incredibly powerful. Chap.
United's Jack just knocked out Liquid Poach from this first game. So Poach eliminated with about 61 players left. This is by far the slowest game we've had to this point this week. With how many people are still in play. Here goes the battle. Chap versus this enemy inside Dusty Divot. Both players getting hit heavy, and Kayoon got gold legendary assault rifle. The legendary assault rifle, sorry. I mean, this man is set up for success here.
Lavic rotating around the outside, drops on the outside. Looks like Sakairos didn't see the replays from FaZe. He's still on top of him. Still watching, trying to grab. These players are fighting back and forth constantly for who owns what surface. The shots coming in through the angle to edit there, and Replays gets quite a bit of damage, maybe enough to push in, and he does. The shotgun and a fight inside the box and takes Illchase out. 2 eliminations for Replays now. Beautifully done by Replays. He'll be rewarded with a med kit to get to full HP. While this was going on, analyzed it earlier in the interview. This is Coyotes. We mentioned it earlier in the feed, eliminating Replays, and here's the actual engagement. Taking a top down here. He's going for ownership of these structures so he can get the edit. These are my walls, and he wants the shot whenever he wants the shot. Here it is, 153. He's trying to track Bizzle down and Fuzzy simultaneously. 3 players stuck in the structure, and he's going to tunnel his way out. The layers over the top to protect from any above shot. Waiting. The jump shot on Fuzzy gets his first element. Brandon's going to maybe look for a second. Here, shots come in. He's rotating inside the storm. It's such an important
players with a point on the board. Looks like these were 2 players fighting earlier on, Lupo and Shifty.
This kind of shows just how
they both fell.
Don't stick the landing on the way in. This kind of shows how players are.
Oh no! Oh no!
You see in the feed, Jumpman eliminating Aiden. We at least know who
hit his head
went down to
on a tree and was knocked down. Here's that move we mentioned, down into the river. What an ending to this first zone. Hysteria there. You see the shotgun elimination on the knees. 32 players still remaining. Typically at this point we're at like 13, 14 players, and we're at 31.
This is a good example of how high the nerves are here.
He just got a drop.
We have cheers from the crowd here for that one.
He's got remote explosives and a rocket.
That's huge. Against all the players that are playing incredibly slow, they're all built up in structures. Explosives are going to be, I mean, that can be game-changing. He could come away with a bunch of eliminations, even just to knocking structures down with that. And he's going to start pushing up. He's going to get up top of his own. He owns all of this, too. You see he's making quick edits on pretty much every piece he's moving through. And this is Hysteria's first elimination thus far today in game 1. An opponent, surprise, falls inside and catches Nice off guard.
You know, that's when the double barrel is quite good, just as a pro tip, when they're inches in front of your face.
Literally right there.
Yes. Here we go, folks. Our move to our next zone about to begin.
27
Tifu has been inching across all of this build. I was wondering how he's going to do this with little materials. Somehow he's claimed This entire top area, it seems. Nate Hill still in it. J-Omok still in it. Here we go. This game is about to escalate very quickly. The moves coming from everybody now. Chris, 2 elims. Can he earn his 3rd to put a point on the board? Gorilla just cut down J-Omok. You see Nate Hill using the bounce pad. Everyone surging forward. The common enemy of everyone is this storm. And you can see they're all afraid with how much damage it does. Somehow Tfue not being shot. He's made it on in and secured a nice little structure to heal on up.
Literally no one wants to engage anybody else right there. You saw Tfue drop the C4. I think the idea is if somebody's pushing up underneath him, he can edit it out and drop the C4 down. Brandon gets caught off guard, and Jack secures his 6th elimination and
He's got a med kit now. He's got to use this right away. The zone is 25 seconds. Pop that med kit. Get above 6 HP. Tfue 1 elim away from earning himself a point. Remember, top 10 in the game earned themselves a point as well.
No fall damage. Honestly, kind of surprisingly, so many explosives.
He's out of materials. I think he's just got to kind of go for this. That's all of his mats left.
One more elim is a point for Tfue, and he's going to look for one. There's still 10 players that are that have to go down before rank matters for points, which means now's the time, and he gets it. Catches Shrugs off guard through a little tiny window. That green drum gun coming in, and another one. Tfue going for his 4th elimination.
He's got to move. The zone is there. He's got to move. He's trapped on in. Tfue choking on out. The storm ticking for so much. And there he goes. Tfue out from game 1 as the storm claims another victim.
You got Nate Hill basically sitting on nothing, no HP, no shield in the bottom, and he had some minis. He's going to patch himself up. When Nane's stuck inside, basically in the middle of the, there's a player sandwich here. 11 left, 1 more goes down. Everybody that's left alive gets 1 point minimum.
Whoever is a limb next, heartbreaking stuff, as they will be just on the verge of a free point. I know one thing, Nate Hill has no plans of peeking on out with that little HP left. 3 medkits for Morgoth, so you've got to think he's in a good spot if this goes to a heal-off. Uh-oh. Fight about to go down. Morgoth with a shot. There it is. We're now into our top 10. A quick trade.
Trades happening back and forth.
The hype there, that was 3 limbs, and he made it to the top 10. That's 2 points there. Landjock, we mentioned, you can have all sorts of play styles. This one, not go for any fights. He's in 6th place with 0 limbs, but he's out of mats. He's full at the bottom. It's time to rip back up.
He pulled 2 other players with him. 3 are on their way down from the top.
Pulling right away.
He's gonna. I think the goal is to try and land as fast as possible.
No, he's gonna rip again. Oh my God! No! Oh. That was almost 200 IQ. It could come back to bite him.
Gets the shot on Gorilla.
Top 5.
Top 5.
Trades going down. Nate Hill with an elim. Prodigy Aces. Looks like he's got the high ground right now. Only 1 elim to his name. And remember, top 3 earned 2 points. He's made it. 2 points now earned. So many medkits. The storm is pushing on in. This is it. I believe it's going to come down to a heal off right now. Player shooting from above. He doesn't have time to heal. It's Nate Hill, and I don't think Nate has any health left. He's got 1 HP. He's trying to break down. He doesn't have the time. This should be it. He's got 1 extra tick of HP. And there's the victory for Landjock. That's a 3-point game.
Absolutely ridiculous. Nate, at this point, his only option was to try and shoot or pickaxe his way down, get a shot in the fall, and it didn't matter. Landjock had a layer ahead above him.
$1.5 million on the line today, and here's where we stack up after game 1. Landjock 1 elim, but the victory royale gives him the advantage over Nate Hill. E-United's Jack 6 elims that first game, leading the lobby just above Aiden. 2 members from Envy in the top 8 as well, and Tfue in that 10th spot.
Already a plethora of players with even just 1 point, all the way up to 17th place. And then after that, eliminations decide, as well as their